How about the dog added a point to a movie?
Yeah,
that's a 1 point dog.
yeah. And I'll get to that for sure. I'm gonna bless you. What's up, everybody? We're back. Nerd Rage. We got Pinkerton on assignment. Otherwise, Farrell and Joey are here. And what's interesting is, so Farrell's kind of new to all of this, right?
Yeah.
Like in by and large,
like the whole nerd thing and here.
Well,
Yes.
not to the nerd thing. Just
I mean,
the part of
you
the,
watched
the part
all
of
of
the
Star
nude
Wars.
verse.
Yeah.
That you guys are really
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
And he asked me a question 2 days ago that as he asked it, I was like, this is a talking point. He asked, have you ever looked yourself up on Reddit?
Oh, yeah.
And I said, absolutely not. I have no interest.
No.
So like, I am curious because you're so new to this. What is it like seeing people destroy a friend of yours online for pages and pages?
Did you look it up?
Did
you look him up?
I did. And I don't know what I was actually looking for, but I stumbled across it, like a post that's years old at this point.
Oh, Cybertron Cafe. How do you get there?
Yeah.
And it was just like best and worst
Transformer reviewers.
Your algorithm is going nuts right now.
And it was like, like the top 10 posts of the thing was like Bobby Skullface, worst. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I looked at it and they're like, oh, he's smug and he doesn't do this and he doesn't do that. And I was like, oh, they're wrong about him. Like,
Yeah.
Right. That's the funny part.
I've known
When I
the
read
guy
some
for
of these,
fucking 11 years now. Like, he's not like that.
yeah, that's not funny. When you see, sometimes you just see shit in his comments. I'm like, that's not Bobby.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
well, who are you talking about?
Yeah.
Now, I hope this episode doesn't turn into the Bobby Glaze Fest.
No, I don't. That's certainly not what I want. But like, I had, I saw one. I've talked about this a million times, but it's just because it's like such a like on the nose example, right? Where this guy like shits on me in some Facebook group, saying like how awful I am and blah 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 blah, and then is like, but to be fair, I met him and his wife at some convention and such, and they were so kind and welcoming, and like, and I'm just like how can you
The cognitive dissonance is crazy.
understand? How can you not see that those two ideas don't coexist?
Yeah.
Well, I think right now, something like 40% of the U.S. population is going through a very similar thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. That Shane Gillis joke is so good.
It's perfect.
It's so good.
But I mean, to be fair to that guy though,
Yeah.
because I have been, when I was more of a public person and gone out and go to a lot of conventions and stuff.
Yeah.
I would always hear people praise certain like content creators, and I'm like, no, that's their public persona. They are pieces of shits. So like they could be like, oh yeah, their family seems nice in person, but he's probably shitty on the inside.
That's an interesting point. So like,
I assume the worst when it comes to public figures in general.
That's fair. I just want to say that, like, I could see that if it was written that way, right? But it was written the opposite way. You know what I mean? Yeah. It wasn't like, but it wasn't like they're such and such and such. But it was in public. It was like such and such is how I view him. But he was also a good guy.
Like all the other evidence points to this being wrong.
Right.
Yeah. But so I mean, like, obviously, I think everybody would prefer to be like a good person that has a bad fake public persona.
Yes.
Right.
Like when you're playing the heel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. As opposed to being like
the other way around. Then you're a snake.
Or then you're just an evangelical preacher.
Yes.
Type.
Right.
You know, God wants you to give me 10%, but I also fuck kids in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird.
There are two separate things. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just I was just curious how that. But there's been a number of things of firsts because you had mentioned that Mac had sent you all of the music videos, and that you had no idea of that.
No, I knew about them.
Oh, okay. You just hadn't seen them.
I just hadn't seen them all, and it was
In a row.
in a row.
So it was a conversation, and we're sitting there talking about something else, and my phone goes off, and I'm like, "Oh, it's Mac." And I'm look over at him. He's like, "Look it up." Like, look at it. And I'm like, "In a minute." And it's like, put the phone down, and 2 seconds later, it dings again. He's like, "That's the second one." And then every one after that.
I actually, I have something done for this year musically, but I haven't recorded it yet. I'm going to be recording it, I think, July 31st.
Okay.
But
I'm taking off.
no, don't take off. Don't take off. Just if your schedule permits.
I didn't make last year.
And you haven't made it in a while.
I've gone to like 3 of them.
Yeah.
But it's been a minute.
There's I can pull
I think-
up the text and see how many there are.
I think Jana's going to go too.
Mr. E Black,
Yep. With E Black.
they're kicking it.
E Black on the track. But I am. It's a little outside my wheelhouse a little bit. So if you do go, or if somebody else goes, I might ask them to drive so that I could loosen up a bit. Because it's a bit outside of my wheelhouse. But I am excited about it. I did a rough run through last night, actually, and I think it has.
Is that what you're jamming out to in here?
Yeah.
So is there
There's a rough version of it, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
but it's very rough. It's recorded here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited about it. But I may not be comfortable with putting it out because it is so alternative to what I usually do.
We can always put it out later if you want.
Yeah, so I might
The lost tracks.
I might do lost tapes. I might do 2 this year. But anyway, let's see. So that was just my little introduction bit. And with that, I guess we can get into Nerd Rage. So, Farrell, you got here first. You would have gotten your coffee first, but you ended up getting some pineapple stuff or something. And
I got this Sea Blue Juneberry Red Bull.
Yeah.
Room temperature.
Laura's trying to get rid of all this shit.
Yeah. All the room temperature drinks you can have.
And
Room
after this,
temperature
I might
energy
enjoy
drinks is the way to go.
a 40 proof pickle,
That's crazy.
so to speak.
20% alcohol pickles is.
So, Joey, how was your nerd weeks?
Yeah, it's been the last time we talked, we watched 28 years later.
Yeah, so we talked about it a bit, but go ahead, please.
No, I enjoyed it. I'm in the last scene, and the last scene makes it so that I'm not gonna watch part 2. I don't think I'm gonna watch part 2 unless it's going to be a group thing and we can all go watch. But like, I'm not interested in that story.
So I think I need to see part 2
Oh,
because it has a chance to make part 1 better for me.
I'm gonna wait for the reception. Like if it pops up, I'll probably watch
Is
it.
Cody going to come back?
yeah, just for 28.
Just that.
He can explain to us the fucking Teletubby tracksuit ninjas.
yeah.
Let's see.
What did you think about the rest of it?
I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was a solid B plus maybe.
Because
Yeah.
I said like the last episode or whatever that I wish that they would have explored that town more.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
like all the culture and the all that other stuff.
I thought it was going to be more on that in general. Because it's like,
well, we talked to there's kind of like 3 movies in that movie, and there's the coming of age story.
Yep.
There's the getting the mom help story.
I think that's still part of coming of age.
Yeah, but I guess I mean like there is an arc to that coming of age story.
Yeah, like that was a big shift from when he never left town to after he came back.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And that first bit is my favorite bit.
That was a good bit.
The going to see the doctor, I think, is a cool idea, but I didn't really like the execution of it. And then the ending is like a whole another.
I'm okay. Well, not the last scene. That was an ending without the last scene,
Correct.
right? That's him coming home.
Yeah.
And then
leaving.
And then leaving, which I'm good with.
Yeah. I'm good with that too.
Yeah.
And what did you think of the zombie dick?
Zombie dick.
Didn't leave that big an impression. In mine, huh?
As far as I know, there's no steroids that make your dick giant. But that was a lot
maybe
floppy
rabies.
dicks.
Is that I don't think it's a real dick. I don't think it's a real size. Like, 'cause he's like 10 feet tall, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, proportional speaking.
Yeah, it's fine.
Meets expectations.
I don't know how I feel about the shift in like how the virus works though.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's been 28 years or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. So like
That's true.
things have mutated, but like that like them having a subculture of zombies was never in the cards with the original virus.
Yeah.
Because they still act that way. They still get super fucking mad and shit. But like they have sense to have family and stuff, which like that part is the hardest part I have.
Yeah, that is that, yeah, and even like just the sex and
yeah,
you know what I mean, like mating.
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
it's
or having emotions at all. Like that doesn't make sense. Because like if you evolve to that point, then you wouldn't just be like a rage zombie.
yeah.
Now, do you think it would have changed the movie at all had the alpha's dick been like a 1 inch?
Minuscule.
It would have been interesting.
Like, do you think that
Just once again, proportionately.
like they would have seen him, like the father and son duo would have seen him, and like that's an alpha, and the kid's like, that's not a fucking alpha.
Mr. Baby Dick over there. But yeah, there was a lot of floppy dicks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
A shocking amount.
Yeah. I was gonna say not enough, but I'm glad I didn't.
I mean, we already talked about rape in Andor.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, just enough.
Yeah. Perfect.
Too much
amount.
dick.
I love that question, especially asking it to like hardcore Andor fans, because like there's no right way to answer it. You know, like
No.
it's so good.
It's a gotcha question.
Like I love the time that I did here. I think Chris was like I wouldn't want any more, you know. And I was like, oh, so this is the perfect amount of rape, you know. No matter which way you answer it, it like always ends fucked up, you know. It either ends fucked up or it ends with you being unhappy that it was there to begin with.
Yes.
You know, so like you
Yes.
know, it's a beautiful,
There's no
it's a beautiful question.
It's like when you try to feed Cody that pizza.
Little baby bird. Don't like tomatoes.
But yeah, that last scene seemed completely different person.
It's rough.
Made that. I don't understand it. I don't understand the decision to include that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Watch Smile 1 and 2.
I saw the first one.
Isn't
That's
the
fine,
second
interesting.
Smiles?
Nope, just Smile 2. Because there's going to be Smile 3.
Yes, sir.
That's the plural.
Yeah. I think they're talking about making it. I enjoyed them both.
I don't know if I saw the second one. The first
I
one
like the second
ends
one
up in
better.
a house with like a Marilyn Manson mojo monster.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, that's a Smile month. But I like it as a psychological horror.
It looks like that monster looks like a cross between Marilyn Manson and that mojo thing or whatever that scary bird creature thing was. Do you remember that? Momo.
Yes.
Yes,
Momo.
yes.
It's a scary Momo. Momo was fucked
Momo
up.
was scary to begin with.
Yeah. But no, I what stood out from the second one for me is the lead actress acting really stood out. It was.
It's been a while
fucking-
since I've seen it. But
You didn't see the second one, you said?
Oh, no. Yes.
The second one, the actress acting is fucking fantastic.
Oh, really?
Like, they just sold me.
That's cool.
And which it helps because it's a psychological horror.
They had
I looked her up. She's Jasmine from the Aladdin live action movie.
Oh, really?
I was like, oh, okay.
They had a great. I never saw that. They had a great.
With Will Smith?
Yeah, I never saw it. Never. You know, but
That was one of the better ones.
Yeah, that may be true. You know, this is a hot take. It's not. It's similar to like for Eminem for me or Jimi Hendrix for me. I recognize that Aladdin is good. Mm-hmm. I just don't like it.
Oh, it's got all the sand.
It's just I just don't. I don't think I enjoy. You know, actually, I know what it is. I don't enjoy any of the characters. So like I have this.
That's the thing. That's the thing with me usually when I don't like the characters. I don't like them.
Well, so this is different because you tend to like you have a dislike, like you feel a way about. Like I don't feel a way. I just don't find them interesting. They're not people that I would want to. They're not people I would want to have a cup of coffee with. Not because they're bad people, because they're boring people.
You don't care about the stories.
Yes.
Genie's cool.
Yeah, the genie's
only one.
The genie's the coolest.
Yeah.
Of it all.
Not a big fan of carpets.
Yeah. But
Carpet had more personality than some of the other people in there.
I'm trying to. I've had this come up before as an example where I'm like, yeah, it's good. I don't connect to any of these characters. Like, I just don't find them compelling in any way. So I think that's why I don't care for Aladdin and never saw the live action one because I never really enjoyed the cartoon.
Yeah, like one of them. But you might enjoy Smile too.
So that Smile, I would watch it because I like the first one well enough. Their viral marketing,
Oh, it's great.
It was so good.
Yeah.
So good. Are you familiar with it at all?
No.
So like they would have people like show up to like events, the O's game, like wearing a shirt I think that said smile.
Yeah.
And they would just be looking like this, standing up in the crowd like this.
Oh, that's creepy.
For like the whole game.
Ugh.
And like
That's great.
And like the monitors and stuff would like come to him like, what is going on with these fucking people? You know, and then it would be more of them like over time, and like, but that was what they used to like promote the movie before like even the trailers came out and shit. Like it was just like what is this thing that's going on?
And also it ties in with the story of the movie.
Correct.
Which is great.
Yeah. It was a really good. They had a great marketing rollout, and The Dark Knight had a great marketing rollout where they were like, they were putting up like billboards in random cities that looked like political billboards that were like, I believe in Harvey Dent. And
how many people you would assume did not know? Yeah. How many people thought that was real? Yeah, real political signs.
You know, and there would be like little like sometimes they would put like little like bat like in chalk lines, like symbols, places, and you know, just bizarre stuff that was like, oh god, something's happening. You know, It was great.
But yeah, I like the trend that was been for several years now. I think probably Get Out started it, maybe I don't know before that, but like that there are serious, quote unquote serious horror movies. They're not all just B movies anymore. There are horror movies in that genre that's, you know, looked at respectfully. You know, I think horror has been a genre that's like not been taken seriously for the longest time.
Agreed. I think there have been ones though that have stood out, right? Like Rosemary's Baby, and The Exorcist, The Shining.
Yes, but those are like
Sixth Sense.
Yes.
You know,
if Sixth Sense is considered horror, maybe.
I would say so. It's paranormal ghost shit.
Paranormal ghost. Well, Ghost is a romance story.
That's true, but Ghost has some scary scenes in it too. Those little black shadow monsters
that take you to hell, or just the train guy.
Yeah. But no, I think that there's like But
lately, in the last several years, it seems like it's regular rollout of like. I want to watch Heretic next, which is Hugh Grant, another horror movie. But yeah,
I saw that.
It's good.
It was fine.
Does Hugh Grant play the same character he plays in every movie?
No, actually.
It's very different. Actually,
it's adjacent, but it is not. It's the furthest away he's ever played himself.
Would you say that he has depth now?
I feel like there's a joke in there. So it's tricky because he's so fucking charming, isn't he? Like, you know,
he is though. That's why he's in all those fucking movies.
You know, like I can watch About a Boy any day, like anytime.
For me, it's Notting Hill.
Yes, Notting Hill.
That's great too.
Yeah,
but they're all variations of one another.
Because I'm just like, who is this guy?
That one is that the one where he's a musician. Or was it one where he's a musician? Or
Notting Hill, he met an actress or something?
Yeah, he met a famous actress.
Yeah,
okay.
And then won her over.
There's one where he like he's either a piano player or he meets or maybe that's About a Boy. I don't know. They're all so similar.
They are very similar.
But he's good at it.
But he's great at it.
Yeah.
He's great at it. And I believe every second of it. But this is actually a different kind of role for him.
Watch it.
I think so. Maybe sometimes actors don't get the respects for like maybe that they have acting talent, but they got fucking pigeonholed into certain things, or they're good at certain things, or like there sometimes when you see comedians always in goofy movies and then you see them in serious movies, like oh shit, they can act.
Yeah, I don't.
Or people who used to act a lot and then they become a fucking parody of themselves and just get pigeonholed.
So I can give you an example of each. Liam Neeson.
Yeah, Jason Statham.
Yep, and then on the other side, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yeah,
who kind of played a joke like his
for a long time, but then he came back with Interstellar and
came back with a vengeance
and fucking True Detective and bro, that guy.
Yeah, I've said this.
He's also very charming. That's why he gets those roles.
He is. I've said this 1,000 times, but I'll say it one more. I saw an interview with him because I thought he was a fucking hack, and you know I didn't have much interest in anything that he was doing. But I saw an interview with him where he was like, "Look, I'm an actor, and I'd like to consider myself an artist, but I'm also a businessman, and I have kids, and I took a lot of roles so that my kids could go to whatever schools they wanted to go to, and have a successful life. And now my kids are all set up, and now I get to do what I want. And then it's like off to the races with like real shit, you know. And it's like fucking, I can't hate on that.
Dream artist life to have come back after that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's the artist's dream to just make money doing the art that
they love.
That they love.
But I mean, he is though now. Mm-hmm. Like I think he doesn't want to take a gamble before. He's like, I can take all these roles, make all this money,
right.
And then do the thing because
and you can get away with that in Hollywood, Hollywood based.
if you have the talent.
Yeah, but like it doesn't work in music.
No, no.
Like you can't you can't like sell out for like 8 years. And then come back and do like the heartfelt stuff. People are like, get the fuck out of here! Like,
clown.
I think it's different because actors are actively
you're playing a role. It's not supposed to be this authentic human like emotion or
even though
also
expression.
not them that wrote that script.
Yeah, but well, the problem is, I have the same issue. Is that musicians, to me, are that they write the music or they are the music, but it's not like that nowadays. There's other people do stuff and you perform it, and you're a performer and not.
That's always
that's always been around though.
Yes, but like we still don't perceive it that way. That's why it doesn't work.
Yeah, well, sometimes I think like that's just.
That you can't be like, I was making these albums for this label, but now I'm making my own music.
Right. I think sometimes that's just ignorance. Like that's ignorance on the audience. Like
that's how we've been sold it, though. I think.
So it's like the truth is hiding in like plain sight, kind of a thing, right? So like we
kind of like the Epstein list.
Oh my God, you almost got coffee spat on you, bro. You don't even know.
Hey, I'm down for it. It's all for the laughs, buddy.
Holy shit!
That was great. We did the Lady Gaga Bobby Boogie Bop last month, right? She's got great records and everything else, and but I was just like, I was having a talk about this is obviously, I think she does have I think she does have something to say, and I was like, but this is a person with a team, and it's obvious. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, I don't know how. I was like, look, so I pulled up a song and I pulled up the songwriting credits. It's like 15 people, you know what I mean? But that doesn't necessarily, it doesn't have to take away from the integrity of the project. It can, but it doesn't have to, because you can have a team of people that are all working towards the same vision, and you're just the voice of the singularity of that vision.
And you're directing it too.
Yeah.
You have 15 people helping you do your thing.
Right.
Not 15 people doing a thing and then you,
Yes, 100%. Okay.
Watch Old Guard 2, which ends in not a cliffhanger, but letting you know that's going to be in Old Guards 3. That's the Charlize Theron, based on graphic novels, kind of action comic book movie.
I haven't even heard of it.
I think it's Netflix only. The first one came out a couple of years ago, but I'm not sure if they're going to make a third one.
That void space of Netflix.
Yeah,
that and not getting a TikTok, two of the best decisions I've ever made in my adult life.
Yeah,
nothing warms my soul more than somebody sending me a TikTok link and me telling them I'd love to.
I don't have the app.
You should just heart the link and then just.
I'd be like, send it to me on Instagram once you find it there, because it will be. If it's good enough, it'll be there.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Oftentimes.
Yeah, I never like TikTok because I'm maybe old. But Old Guard 2 is about people who are like random people who are immortal. They don't die. They regenerate. But after a while, randomly, sometimes they do, and it's kind of fucked up, right? If you imagine you're like been alive for 2,500 years doing your thing,
right?
And then one day you get a fucking paper cut and it's not healing. It's like,
it's over.
Oh no! But you didn't know that. You didn't know you're gonna not have immortality anymore,
right?
But that might be a blessing,
right? They go into, it's more of an action movie, but they do go into some of that, and so like there's like a group of like 5 or 6 of them. I don't remember how many, but they've known each other for years, and they're the only friends. And because everybody else fucking dies, and the first movie, one guy betrays them, fucks off, and then the second movie he comes back and everyone just welcome him back because there is nobody else. This is us.
Yeah,
we're family. So that's
the last of us.
The last.
And this is us.
But yeah, I liked it enough to watch a third movie if there was. I'm interested in reading the graphics novel because comic books are cool.
Yeah,
well, indie comic books are cool. I think.
Yeah.
I was going to ask this question when I don't know if you have even asked this before. It's for you in Pinkerton. Do you need grandkids?
Do I need grandkids? No.
Okay. Like if it was up to you,
would I want? Would I choose to have grandkids?
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
100%.
Are you?
Don't want to ask me.
you don't have kids yet. You don't have kids yet. You have to have kids first.
I only want grandkids.
Can you do that? Can you just adopt grandchildren?
You can't. Grandkids are the gift of having kids. Like you don't have to raise
Otherwise,
them.
you just have really young kids.
You don't have to raise them.
Come on, it's 2025. We can't figure this out.
I mean, you can marry a chick with.
You don't have to be the hammer.
So what if I? So like stems like do like a baby in a test tube, right? Then take its genetic
and mix it with another,
and mix it with somebody else's test tube baby, and then I kill my original test tube baby, and then I just grow the grandkid.
I feel like there's a movie in here somewhere. This monster is just making great grandchildren for no reason.
Here's my 16th great grandchild.
I wonder what 16th generation would look like because I won't be alive then.
But yeah,
Oh, and then I could like rapid age them so that they're the age of my grandfather, but they're really my 16th great grandchild.
You need to send it to Netflix. They'll make it.
you know, my if I allow myself, I with all of that, I'm sort of a que sera approach to it, because when I start considering what I want, I automatically start lining myself up for disappointment, and which I've come to realize is just a part of my character. Like
grandkids are mostly normal part of life.
I'm just generally disappointed in most things.
Yeah.
But like the thing is I start thinking like, well, will they stay local? You know, and then if they don't stay local and they really go fuck off, you know, do I want them to have children? Selfishly, because then I won't be able to play a part in their life in the same way and that I would want to. And you know, I start going through all of these like nightmare scenarios. It never ends up with
they're really shitty grandkids.
It never ends up with them.
That'd be the worst.
Yes, just fucked up.
It's still okay. You only spend a limited amount of time, and then you send them on their way. But like I still you know, in my perfect world, they all stay local and they all have kids, and I get to have a real relationship with that next generation of my family. But
like immigrant culture, that's what we do.
Yeah, well, I mean, like
a lot of immigrants,
my generation,
a lot of non-American cultures, that's what we do.
I used to talk about this with Adam a lot, but like you know, I think our generation, generally speaking, the end of Gen X, beginning of the millennial, had really active grandparents in their lives.
Yeah,
you know,
my grandma raised me,
and like most people that I bump into that are in my age bracket, like have a grandmother, if not two, or a grandfather, if not two, that were like instrumental in forming who they were as a person.
Yep.
This generation, I don't see it as much. Like you take like my kids have one grandmother that's like committed to their life, and that's really it. You know, in a relationship sense. My father is committed to them, but not in a relationship sense, in a financial sense. You know, if they want to call him, he'll talk to him, but it's like me. You know, so like I think that is changing.
Maybe it's because
a lot of the boomers have not been that.
I mean, that might be a skip a generation dynamic, though, right? Because they were
boomers are still working.
Yeah, that's a part of the problem too. But like your father wasn't. Like your grandma had to take care of you because your parents weren't there to take care of you, right?
Correct.
So they don't have the dynamic of where, you know what I mean? It skips a generation. So like we care about grandparents, so we care about grandkids.
Yeah.
But in between, they don't have the connection.
Well, there's also that working thing because I feel like, you know, in the 80s anyway, and probably I would imagine the 70s into the 80s, like the dual parents working was common.
Yep.
And it was also a very much like a women's empowerment, like, you know, the power suit, you can be the president of the company even though you're a woman, and you know, like that sort of thing. But now I think you are seeing a return of a lot of women to staying at home.
Traditional.
Yeah.
Trad wives. Oh,
you know, if
only if they have the luxury to. Who has that luxury?
You want me to walk you around the neighborhood?
Well, there's a lot here.
Yep. There's a lot.
I see it every time I leave here.
Yep.
It's like 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Women are walking, pushing strollers, whatever the case may be. Like,
how are there so many people struggling, and then some people? Well, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough.
Because where I work,
that's an 8-day pod.
I guess where I live and where I work, complete night and day. Where I work,
same.
Nobody doesn't have two jobs where I work.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's important to me. Like, it's important to me to stay connected to the real world. I tell my kids all the time, like, where you're living this is not real.
This is
a bubble. It's a crafted, created bubble to give you a leg up in life. But one day you're going to meet life. You can't escape it forever, you know? But I mean, I make it very clear to them that do not think that this is reality, because it's not. But I also have taken my kids, like, you know, my kids and I have gone through Baltimore, and not the harbor. You know, like you know, I take,
what a responsible parent.
Yeah, like I take my kids. We walk through Southside Chicago to get to our hotel room when I was staying there. Now, we didn't do it stupidly, you know,
In the middle of the night.
correct,
Yeah.
and we didn't, you know, like we didn't. I always say
attract
this.
attention.
Correct. You don't you don't bring meat around a starving wolf.
Yeah.
You know. So like I approached it in a smart way, but I want them to see
it.
that
What it's
like life is. You are very fortunate. You know. But
I saw an Instagram video yesterday of there's like apparently a new trend where they're like realtors are posting homes on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen it. Mm-hmm. So a $1.25 million home in Bowie. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck can, like, and then right after it, there's somebody else talking about, I make $40 an hour. Can I afford this $800,000 house? And they're like, nope.
yeah, yeah. Well, unfortunately, like, almost every house costs fucking $800,000 these days. But like, you know,
Which is crazy because they're building more houses than ever.
there's a house going across the street in the richer houses, but for 1.2.
That's crazy. In our neighborhood, I just did not see our neighborhood as $1 million neighborhood.
No, ours isn't. To be
Ours
fair,
is across the street.
yeah,
though. We can see it.
we look at
can
it.
see it.
but I mean, like my house.
Look upon their striped lawn.
The value of my house. I mean, value being lowercase v. You know, it's all bullshit. But
If you sold it as this with a collection, it goes up so much more.
it goes up much higher. But I mean, it's it's doubled.
Yeah, it has. Well,
know.
yours is double. Mine is like a third.
Yeah. But like, you know, I don't know how I got on this trek, but yeah,
People can't afford houses.
What is it?
People can't afford houses.
No.
This is a bubble.
Yeah. But I don't know how I got. How did we end up here? I wanted to circle back to something. I think. Fuck it.
Yeah, I was just telling your kids how real life was.
Yeah. But there's a purpose to that. Doesn't matter.
Back to you.
Yeah.
But what was crazy to me when I thought about this, because like yesterday I worked, a new girl came to train and she was 19.
Oh,
And
dual parents working
Yes.
is where I was. Sorry. So yeah, I think the goal, there is this like cultural shift of, it's almost, there's an argument to be made. It's almost a regressive shift, specifically with women. You know, where I see more and more people moving to more isolated places,
It's cheaper.
homeschooling their children, mom doing the teaching, mom doing the cooking, mom doing the cleaning, dad works. You know, like I've seen it more and more.
I feel like there's some kind of luxury that is not the norm.
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
people want to do it, but I don't think that. I mean, that people.
I also don't know if it's a good thing.
I'm not sure it's good either.
I don't think it's good. I think it would be better if like we just had shorter work hours, where like people work and then they get home when the kids get home or some shit like that.
You know, and I'm not-
That would make more sense.
I'm not.
And then they can still parent, but you know.
I'm not trying to tell anyone how to live their life, and if people are happy, then I'm happy for
Yeah.
them, of course. But like, I have a theory, another hot take. I probably should keep to myself.
Oh, nervous.
But there is
So record it and put it out for the masses.
that there's probably statistical data that you could discover that shows the amount of children that a woman has, along with the amount of time that they spend with them, specifically when they're young, juxtaposed against their age. It trends downward for their sanity. I think that the more kids a woman has and the more time she spends with them when they're young, the older she gets, the crazier she gets.
It makes sense. Somehow that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and
I met a weird one the other day.
just the other day.
It's like crazy cat ladies with kids.
And homeschooling her daughter.
I really I mean, like homeschooling when you're kindergarten or something. I don't like homeschooling
No,
as a concept.
I don't either.
Like a 16-year-old kid getting homeschooled.
It's
just,
and it's not just a social I think the top thing is a social aspect. Like, you're not socializing these kids. It's like when you don't socialize a fucking cat or a dog, and then you bring them out to the park after they're grown and they go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
This is fucking same. And two, it's like, are you a fucking expert in fucking geometry and trigonometry and biology and chemistry?
Should you be teaching this?
Do you have the knowledge to teach this? If they ask you a question, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Like, unless you're a subject matter expert, you shouldn't be teaching it. That's my problem with education aspect of it.
Yeah.
But like, I just, I don't know, man. Like, I think that like, there's like certain things that I've seen. Like, my wife, I have to always tell my wife, because like, she spends a significant amount of her time with young children that are getting older, you know, but that still, we're talking about 16 years, you know, and old people that she works with in physical therapy. Yeah. And like, I keep telling her, like, you know, if you keep having these sorts of socializations, it's going to affect your ability to communicate, your ability like to stay sharp, you know.
That's why you have all these parties you bring around once in a while.
Even still, I mean, like some of these like you know, podcasts that her and I have where we have to get into some nitty gritty shit and navigate. Like, difficult communication is like a fucking minefield. You know, like it's
a puzzle. Also,
it's 100%. So like, I don't know. So I think that there's you just take a kid, right? You take a woman that's been staying at home raising a kid for 5 years, right? Just the first 5 years of this kid's life. You know, how many times do they hear that little song that plays on the toy that's like, the kitty cat is in the tree, the kitty cat is in the tree, the kitty cat is in the tree, don't you love me, the kitty cat, you know, like, and they press it over and over and over again, and you are just subjected to it for fucking years.
I think that's a form of torture.
You know, but you don't realize it, you know, and I think it does affect a person's sanity. You know, like I think that like people have to interact with people their age.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing as
social creatures.
That baby shark shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's a real example of it was the bullshit one I came up with, which wasn't bad. Cat in the Tree.
I'm convinced. I thought it was a real thing.
Wait, is that what's a little outside your wheelhouse?
No,
Bobby's
kid song.
Kid songs.
No. Wouldn't that be something though?
But yeah, I worked with a girl yesterday. She was 19, and
gross.
I'm like, fuck. I'm more than twice this human's age, and the fact that I was thinking about that's what brought me to granny. I was like, I am at an age where it's reasonable for me to be a grandfather. Because I think my grandfather was in his early 40s, maybe mid 40s.
Yeah, I mean, my kid.
Because my granddad had kids young.
If you would have had a kid at 21.
Well, I mean, like, he's 43, 44, and he has a kid.
I have a 17-year-old.
That's like, that. I mean, that probably not planned that way, but he could have he could be a granddad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah, I think that, like, there's another thing that I have for that, too, but, fleeting.
You're getting old.
Gotta stay sharp.
Have another sip of that coffee.
Yeah.
I watched Sinners. Did you watch Sinners?
No.
I would assume you...
I'm not interested.
Huh. I'll tell you why. I wasn't too interested, but I've heard it was good.
I'll tell you why. I'm a Joe Budden fan. Okay. I had to fight that battle for 20 years.
Okay.
I could be a grandparent in defending Joe Budden. And I listen to his podcast in pieces now. I used to listen religiously for the moment it came out, like, you know, set an alarm for my phone. Like, here we go. Because it used to be the most amazing thing I'd ever heard. And he had lightning in a bottle and he threw it away like he does with his whole career. But now it's a lot of commentary, relationship stuff, all this other stuff. And I was really just in it for the music talk because nobody talks about music the way that he does, in my opinion. And so I was listening to him critique Sinners when he saw it, and due to his critique and a lot of other people that were in that room's critique, I was like, I'm not interested in seeing this.
I was underwhelmed.
So it's funny, I just had somebody else hit me up recently that was like, don't waste your fucking time.
Like, it seems to have gotten really good reviews, and some people's I know really loved it. And it's disjointed. It feels like there's 2 or 3 separate movies, and there are good parts in it. I don't know how they fucked it up. I feel like they could have had 2 separate decent movies, and they rolled it together in one not so good movie.
And to be fair,
It's pretty new. I don't even want to spoil it.
Button loved it.
He loved it?
Yeah, but for the reasons he loved it, that made me not interested.
Oh, what is it?
He was just like, I'm in for anything that's kicking white people's back in for 2 hours.
Yeah, well.
I'm good on that shit, man.
Yeah, same.
I'm good on that.
It wasn't all about that. That was
I've heard that
in
too.
there. But yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I've seen it on Max.
You seen that it was on
It's
Max, but you have
available.
not watched it.
It just recently became available.
Yeah, and I just kind of was like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it had great buzz. So, like, what's up with people playing twins again? Is it popular again? Like, De Niro did it.
Yeah, is that they weren't twins, but is that what happens in Sinners also?
They're twins.
Oh, okay.
He's playing twins. Okay. He's like playing both parts.
Yeah.
At the same time. Good enough. The acting was fine. Yeah. But you're not gonna watch it, right? No. All right, it's a vampire movie.
Yes.
Okay, I did not know this.
Oh, yes.
I knew it was a horror movie.
And it's like set set in olden times.
Kind of olden times where it's like
I thought it was like the 60s.
Something.
1960s?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
In my mind, it was like almost like pre-automobile.
No, they had the first scene comes with like a Model T or some shit. It was a very basic automobile, so they had that. But yeah, racism was also a thing. But like black people were free at that time. But
well, that's all historically accurate.
Yes, yeah. But the vampire part comes out kind of out of nowhere, and like I was more interested in the story before the vampires came along.
Oh, okay.
And then the vampires themselves, it was a very cool take on vampires, and I like that part of the movie. I'm like, just make those vampires a movie.
Right. Give me the 2 separate movies.
Black Story, another movie.
I've heard people hearken it to Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, well, there is some elements of that a little bit,
but I want to say this,
but not so much.
This is another hot take. I'm not a huge fan of that movie.
Oh, I like that movie.
Yeah, I
came at the right time for me.
I know most people like. I can. There's one scene I could watch over and over and over.
Does it involve a foot?
Yeah, and a snake. And my snake.
The best part about that whole thing is that he wrote that
for himself
and then cast himself.
What a guy. They don't make him like him anymore.
Hey man, there's a movie he can do.
Yeah, but you know, like, but that movie never really did it for me. And I was a massive Tarantino fan at the time. You know, still am to some degree.
But so yeah, Sinner. So I watched Death Plus Robot season 4, which came out like a little bit ago, but I just got to it. It's okay. I mean, I liked it enough, but I don't think there's anything treading new grounds to write home about. It's more very interesting shorts, some of which are really good, and I just wish they would expand it to more than 15 minutes of it because the world is so interesting.
Yeah.
But
I did want to say real quick, I talked to Eric B about the Sinners because he's a fan. And I think he wants me to check it out, and who knows, maybe one day I will. But I was telling him just from that Button critique, which he actually says is not a fair critique, but like I was saying to him, like, when Do the Right Thing came out, right, like 89, 90, somewhere around there. You know, obviously it's about race relations in a community.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't believe in race. I think it's a construct. But for the sake of discussion, what was cool about Do the Right Thing was it got people talking. You know, like there was nuance to it. It was like, because they burned a pizza shop, right? And it's like, is this a good thing or a bad thing ultimately? And it was like, look, well, this is why, and okay, well, this is the effects on the other side, and like people like it opened up a dialogue, you know, that was brilliant specifically for its time. But I feel like a lot of stuff that tries to do it now, it's just like a punching bag fest.
Or just rage baiting.
Right. Yes. Maybe even that more so.
It's because if you're on the side of not racism, you already know it's bad. You don't need to be shown that it's bad. It's like, I already know it. And if you're on the racist side,
the pro racist,
the professional
how big
racist,
is that side,
the professional racist. probably won't be swayed by
PRL?
a fucking movie, by a movie where like racist people get fucking got. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think the pro racist league members are attending.
Can that be the title?
No, maybe a PRL.
I don't think they're attending the premiere of Sinners.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who is this for other than to get like people mad?
Yeah. It gets exhausting.
Yes, for me it does. Especially being a person of color myself, when it's convenient.
We're all people of color.
If you were in the PRL, and every time a movie came out, you had to go to the IMDb and just make sure that whatever race you were against wasn't in it.
Wasn't portrayed well in it.
Yeah, or was it? Yes, or wasn't.
I know someone who does that for every movie, except they look up whether a dog dies. She cannot handle watching dogs die.
Dude, I get it.
Like,
That's rough.
Yeah, it's traumatic. It's traumatic,
dude. That fucking
is that a category like in IMDb?
There's a lot of movies with random animal deaths in it. Apparently, that's why there's a site for it.
R-Tax is still a rough one to fucking watch.
R-Tax
with Never Ending Story.
Oh no, yeah, no, that's awful.
You know,
everyone's like, he comes back to life at the end. It doesn't change the fact that happened.
Yeah,
wait, there's a zombie dog.
No, it's a horse. You never seen Never Ending Story?
I have.
Oh, okay. So like they go through the swamp of sadness.
Yeah.
And like
my life. Okay, so they were taking a walk in my shoes. Okay, what happened? Were they disappointed? Sorry.
Oh fuck.
You know, but they have to like that going through that swamp like fucks with your emotions. It fucks with the way that you feel, and you have to like fight it to get out of it, or the swamp consumes you, and the fucking horse gives up.
And it just starts sinking.
You know,
this kid is trying to drag it through.
To get it out and fight for it, and and tell it not to be sad, and tell it that everything's going to be okay. And the horse just fucking lets go. And it's like,
it makes me sad now thinking about it. When you see just an image of it, it just like brings it back. Especially when we were all young watching that shit. We
it makes me happy.
So there's a site in which you can look at whether like a dog dies or something in it.
Wow.
Yeah, or like this animal torture. It randomly shows up in a lot of movies.
So it's funny. So we had this rabbit living in our backyard, right? Because my wife puts all plants and all this.
Was it a free rabbit?
Bullshit. Yeah, I mean technically, but this rabbit had it was a bunny, and it had a bum wheel.
Oh no!
And I don't know if it was Miri. I don't know if it was born that way. I don't know what happened, but this rabbit has this bunny has a bum wheel, right? So the kids named it Thumper. Don't name outside animals. That's
a terrible idea.
And they like fell in love with this fucking bunny.
Especially not one that you can pick out from other ones.
Well, hold on. So one day we ceased to see Thumper. And the kids are like all upset. They're like, it's dead. It's this and that. And I was like,
they say realistic about it.
And I was like, we don't know. So now, like, whenever we're driving around and we see a rabbit, I'm like, the Thumper, he's right there. Like he's made it. He's alive and well. There's still life in the old boy yet.
12 years later.
It's fucked up.
Anyway.
Don't name
Poor
it.
Thumper.
Don't name it. It's like naming livestock. It's a terrible idea. Watch Fubar season 2. Nobody cares. It's the Arnold. Yeah.
Tell me what you gonna do in the way to run.
I love that. Bro, people hate on AI all. People will never convince me that AI is bad. He has an action spy action comedy family TV series on Netflix.
Of course,
I watched season 1. The season 2, so not that new. It came out like last year, last year I think.
Yeah, like who wants to watch like an 80-year-old Arnold?
Well, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
So like,
what, where he just starts like sun
No, his
Unspotted,
kid is like grew up to be also a CIA spy agent. And
So I didn't know if they were like.
and then he's trying to tell her not to be one.
He's like, honey, what did we do last weekend? I can't remember.
He's funny,
but
though.
his wife's dead.
Arnold's pretty funny. Like I don't think people give enough credit to how funny he can be.
Kindergarten Cop is great. Twins is great.
Yeah.
You know,
Him fucking that nanny was hilarious.
What was that?
And
You
real life.
remember that?
It's been a long time.
It's in real life.
In real life.
In real life.
Yeah, she was beat.
Well, surely by the time he was done.
He was with Maria Shriver at the time.
like
who was a model.
Yeah.
But he's famous. He can probably get at a minimum better than
What's your
average.
name? What's your sign?
And no, I'll find you a picture, but he was knocking down.
He didn't give a fuck. He's like,
Eye with a bunch of eyes.
I don't think you'll like the series, but I think it's like for like a family viewing.
Yeah.
It's good enough. Like I watched season just because I watched season 1. It was fine for dinner watch. We would watch like a couple episodes during dinner and then we'll switch off to something else.
Right.
Sandman season 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Dude,
people put dicks in anything, bro.
no pee like new pee.
That's not new. That's not new. That's used.
New to him.
So his wife,
A brand new used car.
his wife was probably like, "Oh, we'll hire her." Arnold definitely will fuck her. He was like, "Hold my beer, bitch."
Tell me what you gonna do when there's nowhere to run.
So that's why I find that hilarious.
Yeah, it's great.
I watched Sandman season 2 part 1.
What was it?
Sandman
Sandman,
season 2
part 1.
part 1. There's only gonna be 2 seasons. So
Okay. How is it?
He's the worst part.
You
of
like the first one?
I like the first one a lot.
Yeah.
I'm liking the second one a lot too so far, but like the other half doesn't come out.
Right.
And also, Neil Gaiman is canceled. Apparently.
Oh, he might be.
Might be.
I stopped keeping track.
Yeah, everyone's canceled, and everyone's uncanceled, and no one's cancelable, but everyone's cancelable. We're like Schrodinger's canceling. It's both canceled and uncanceled until you looked at it.
Kevin Spacey, I think it's important for you to know I'm straight. Even better.
It's the duality of man.
Duality, man, canceled and uncanceled. But yeah, I'd like to. Do you end up reading the book yet or no?
No.
You're still a poser. You're still a poser.
Yeah, I'm still a poser. No, I'm guilty.
You did the Watchmen and then you didn't do the Sandman.
I know. I did a lot. I mean, I didn't just stop with the Watchmen. You know, I did Preacher. I did 100 Bullets. I did all the stuff you're supposed to like read as a real comic
Sandman.
book, except for Sandman.
I mean, I like that world. I like those stories. I think this. Oh my god, this
It's terrible.
This room temperature blue Red Bull is not good. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
It's great.
Especially when everyone says that Sandman's such a classic, such a literary masterpiece.
The show apparently
Of
is
the genre.
very faithful, not completely, but very faithful to the book. If it is, then yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I remember,
I think I'd rather read it,
I think
but I haven't been great about that either, have I?
I don't. Because I remember reading it, but I don't remember any
I've been
of
out
it.
for 35 years.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was probably over my head at that time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I was maybe in middle school, early high school when I went through it, and I don't remember it.
It's one of the few books of its time and of its kind of like subgenre-ish that got censored. There was like a masturbation scene in there.
Hell yeah.
And
Now it's just gooning is normal.
in the top,
Everybody.
the president of DC came to Neil and was like, people do not masturbate in the DC universe.
Oh, that's why it sucks.
Yeah.
It's a real story. Like, I had this documentary. It's fucking amazing. If you'd ever be interested in watching
values change over time, but like that's crazy.
It's a documentary on the history of comic books.
Yeah.
And it takes you up into like the Image era, but it's extremely well done. It's extremely well done.
I thought you were going to say it was a documentary about the history of masturbation.
I mean, have you seen some of the
that's more of an
old
epic
tools? Have you seen some of the like carved wooden dildos or like the hand crank fucking things? I'm like, they've been so that's the thing. Humans hasn't really fucking changed.
No, not the base.
In forever. but our values of what's acceptable is just now catching up to what's normal. Because like that, saying DC Universe, people in DC Universe doesn't masturbate, it's like a moral high ground kind of thing. But like everyone's always masturbated.
Yeah, well, they took a big. I mean, it's more nuanced than that. It's because the comic book industry was under such assault for so long.
But that in itself is a problem.
Yeah, but I mean, this is like a reaction to the reaction.
Yeah,
you know, somebody trying to protect their brand from being persecuted in a court of law.
Yeah,
you know.
Last thing is, how do you look at reviews? I'll tell you how I look at reviews. Like I never do much in previous past with like Yelp or any of that stuff, but like sometimes you want to buy stuff on eBay or whatever.
Oh, like,
I would look at or I would go to a restaurant I've never been. Yeah, or anything you were like you're thinking about trying or having.
I go to the negatives.
Okay, that is exactly what I don't care how many stars it has. No. I don't care how many people gives it 5-star or 4-star or 3-star.
Yeah.
I go directly to the 1-star and see what they say because it's not always true. Like it's unreasonable things,
and it's subjective. So like sometimes like a pizza place, right? A new pizza place I'm thinking about trying, and like I might look at the 1-star review and it'd be like crust too thin. Like, I like a thin crust.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
But then you get there and you realize that it's literally a sheet of paper. Like, it is too thin. It's like, how do you even eat it?
Yeah.
But if it's like advertised as thin crust and then you like the crust is too thin, I'm like, that's on you. Mm-hmm. Try a different place next time. Maybe the thinness is subjective.
But even still, like just if it's something that somebody doesn't like, they're mad at the product, they're shitting on the product, but they're shitting on it for the exact reason that I like it.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. So like I find negative reviews to be much more useful. Like what came up is I was going to buy cards, of course, and I saw this place with a 1-star review. I looked at the 1-star review, and the 1-star review was the fact that they cracked the pack. So they bought a pack from a store, right? A sealed pack.
Okay.
They opened it. There's a misprint on the card, and then they gave the store, not the company who prints the card, not Wizards of the Coast. They gave the store who sold them the sealed pack,
it's bullshit.
A misprinted card, and I'm like, what is wrong with humans? What is wrong with you? Why would you?
A lot wrong.
Yes, that. But like, why? That wouldn't even cross my mind.
Yeah,
I might go back to the store and be like, "This is a misprint. Can I trade this for a new pack?" Mm. If they say no, that's fair enough.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, wouldn't the misprint be worth something?
Not all the time. Depends on what it is. Sometimes the misprint is like mechanical, like it's a rip or a bent in it, and that makes the card worthless.
I have I think I still have it. I have a. I don't mean to fucking.
Also, we should all just look at Bobby Skullface 1-star reviews and see.
Yeah. But I have a.
He tells the truth.
I have a Wildcats #1.
Oh my God, he's dying.
On the
he's
drink.
Just dying on the drink.
I really just found out I hate June Berry.
I have a Wildcats #1. Don't mean to flex on everybody. That is signed. Also done
by Rob Liefeld?
By Jim Lee, Chris Claremont. Chris Claremont, Jim Lee, Scott Williams, inker, and Alex Sinclair, the colorist. And
that's something to flex about.
Yeah. It's complete in many ways.
Do you have it slapped?
I have it framed.
Just slap it.
Yeah. Anyway, I say that to say this. It's a misprint.
Oh.
But I don't think it adds any value to it. But like it is an interesting misprint. Like there's pages that are out of order and upside down in it, but they're not like unstapleable and restapleable. Like it's like the wrong pages are printed in the wrong order.
That kind of misprint is worth something.
Yeah, I don't think this one is though. Okay. But then another thing that's just fascinating about it because
it's unique.
I have multiple copies of Wildcats.
Oh wow!
But
did you buy them at the same time? You bought a stack?
If you put it next to my other copies, the printing of the color is darker and richer than the others, and noticeably so. You know, like somebody went in and adjust the saturation on it. Like it's odd. I've taken it around to see if it's of any value. And the people are like, "Oh, gives a shit." But it's
maybe it's more like #1. Exactly. It's more Wildcats #1 than like if that was like a Spawn one. That would be maybe crazy.
Maybe. But it's interesting misprint.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Barrow.
Well, I attempted to watch some Clone Wars.
You can't quit. We keep telling you can quit.
Yeah,
I'm not going to quit. It's not going to win. I already look at it.
Don't push yourself to the point you hate it.
I already do hate it.
Too late.
But it's fine. It's like everything else in my life. I already feel like I kind of quit a little bit by doing the abridged version. So I feel like I can't quit now.
No,
You can't quit on the quitting.
You definitely can.
Yeah.
You definitely
So
can.
I'll keep 15 minutes at a time.
15 minutes. So by the time you're 55, you'll be done.
If I live that long.
Well, you gotta finish before you die. Otherwise, that's quitting.
Well,
Keep you around for a
might
couple
be like
more
the
years.
Snyderverse, you know what I mean? Just never gets there. So I started watching Wonder Woman 2.
That's the one with the
84. This one.
with Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
And it's fine.
that's fine. Yeah.
Gal's great.
Yeah. She's
Sure.
good.
Yeah. She could just stand there.
Yeah, but that's like she's good at that. But
Yeah.
anytime I've seen her in anything else,
It's fine. It's good. Keep doing it.
I don't know, man. It's
Change
hard.
clothes.
I find it hard to watch.
Not me. Well. Yeah. Art
She's
and
beautiful.
watching.
She's a beautiful girl.
Let's see. So I watched The Suicide Squad.
The one or two or both.
Shark or
There's
Joker?
two of them.
Shark.
There's two.
Okay.
Did you watch the other one? Because the other
So
one
the
came
other one is
first.
Suicide Squad.
Uh-huh.
So I watched The Suicide Squad.
Sorry, we missed the nuance.
So you did watch the first one though.
No, not yet.
Okay, you just went right to the second one. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it matters, but
No.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
No.
Not a fan.
Right. So what didn't you like? Do you see my shelf?
Yeah. So most of it,
I had to think about that.
right? And so like I feel bad because like somebody. I don't want to say like I didn't like it, and somebody else is like, well, it's like my fucking
Doesn't
favorite.
matter.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
subjective.
That's how it goes.
It's subjective. It doesn't matter.
Like
Then they'll be talking about you on Reddit.
They already started
let me
probably.
do it. Yeah, like the shark. Whatever. Stupid. What's the other character that immediately died?
The weasel.
The weasel. Like the only part that so it's actually right in the beginning where they're like what even is this creature, and then it drowns, and like nobody checked to see if the weasel could swim. Like I thought that it was going to be poking fun at the
genre.
the genre and just like that like
Self-awareness almost.
yeah, and then it didn't.
Yeah, I like the
Or it kind of does, but it doesn't really hit for me.
yeah, I do like the element of like the misfits. Like I do like the you're just having powers that suck. Yeah.
Yeah, and like all of that, it's like you throw polka dots.
Right.
I'm so sorry.
Like I like that movie.
Or like the scene where and this again in the beginning, but what's his name dies with a javelin, and he's telling like Harley Quinn, like I want you to, and then dies, and he's like, you want me to what? And then she gets captured, and he's like, he didn't even tell me. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Funny.
Yeah, it's. I thought it was fun. That big starfish thing at the end.
I like
it's
the
like
starfish.
it's a huge comic book,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
tip of the hat.
So I mean, I pushed through it. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then what else did we watch?
Watchmen.
Oh, The Watchmen. Yeah.
The freighter, black freighter cut.
Yeah, and that was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's interesting that it's like it's a cross between like superheroes and then just the Batman style characters where they don't really have any real power.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few of them.
So,
And then there's like, there's a lot of like political commentary in there too and stuff like that. It's just a really, especially of its time, which is always like,
I feel like it's still relevant.
no, for sure.
Okay.
But I mean, in the sense of like, if somebody does something like that now, it's like, 1,000 people have done that, but for its time specifically,
yeah.
it was such a trailblazer in that way.
Yeah.
It's,
so that was good.
and I sent you that Rorschach meme of Rorschach's my favorite character, but I hate that his mask is just my parents fighting.
So Rorschach didn't have any powers.
He's really good at beating ass though.
Yeah, and he kind of so to speak. And he also has he also is like, you can tell he's trained because there is some agility stuff that he had, like the way he jumps down places. And
so what's up with his mask then?
So that has been that was a artistic choice. So in the comics, the Rorschach ink blot changes, and it changes to like kind of express his feeling because it's a comic book.
He has no face.
And he has no face. Right. So you want to like show that he's angry or that he's sad. So like the shape of the ink blot will like twist and turn to, you know, be sad or happy or whatever in order to express that and I think Snyder just took that and was like, I'm just going to make that a real thing.
But I mean, also like you can interpret it as, well, if Rorschach tests work, then when you're looking at,
you're seeing it differently.
You're seeing what you're seeing.
Yeah.
You're interpreting it how you interpret it.
Yeah.
So you're interpreting him being angry, then he looks angry.
Yeah.
I thought that was a little confusing for me, where it was actually, you could watch it move, and it didn't seem to be going to any particular...
Right.
Like, oh, this is the angry version, or if it was just different every scene, but it was stationary.
No. I think for...
I like the way it was done.
Yeah, me too. I think it's baggage that we brought into it, right? Because we're so used to like people were asking like, how are they going to make it, right, you know, emote and everything, and then like when you get there and it's just like constantly moving around, you're like, oh, okay, let's fucking go.
Yeah, but to me, it's like if he doesn't have any powers, then how does he have this mask that changes?
Yeah, just,
you know,
it's a weird world.
Yeah. So after we watch Watchmen.
Who watches the Watchmen?
We do.
I watched. So we were just going through HBO Max.
How do you feel about the amount of rape in Watchmen?
Perfect amount. Could use a little bit more, or wanted a little bit less.
Well, with any less, we wouldn't get her.
Correct. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Yes and no. Yes and no, because like that's what's interesting about.
Oh, because she went back.
She went back to him.
So if he wouldn't have done it,
I always misremember it. Mm-hmm. But he goes to rape her in the pool hall, and Hooded Justice comes in and stops it. And then later she hooks up with him on her own accord, and that's where Silk Spectre comes from. You know.
Yeah, and so like if he wouldn't have tried, would she have?
I don't know.
Would she have gone back, or would she have gone earlier? So then Silk Spectre would have been older.
Nah, yeah.
You know, I don't know. I don't think you need the rape to make a baby, or the attempted one.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but you need rape to make a rape baby.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
All right, buddy.
I don't know what to say to that.
Exactly.
But I love, like, every time I watch that movie, I notice new stuff. There's like no scene is wasted in that shit. Like, there's always little stuff in the background, little clues, and like it's just like it's so like masterfully done. I did tell you the difference between that movie and then the comic book, right? Or with the ending. So in the movie, they make it they basically, Ozymandias makes it seem like Dr. Manhattan goes rogue and levels all these cities in an attack. And Ozymandias is working the whole movie to capture the power of Manhattan to really make it look like it was his, you know. In the comic, it's just so you see that tiger that's walking around with like the antlers or whatever it is out of its head. That's
I can't remember what type of creature that is.
It's a mystical one. But that's an ode to the comic, because in the comic, the research that Ozymandias was doing was like DNA and cloning and creating life and all this other stuff. And he creates this giant squid monster and unleashes it on New York City. And the whole world has to like gather around to destroy the giant squid monster, and the same result is yielded where the world comes together and, you know, disarms and blah 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 blah.
Okay.
But it's over that. So like the tiger is the little tip of the hat from Snyder to that element of the book, but I so much prefer, and it's a hot take.
You prefer no giant squid monster?
So much prefer no giant squid monster. It especially with the whole backdrop of, you know, nuclear arms and all that kind of stuff, and like I just think it works thematically so much better.
No, I mean, like, so imagine if there was a giant squid monster, we would just nuke it.
And then everybody dies.
Right? Like eventually we just get to the point where like, well, nothing else worked.
Right.
Try fucking 45 ICBMs.
Right. Yep.
But yeah, so after that, we were just like going through HBO and seeing like what else
It's great.
is great, what's okay, kind of adding to my list. So I started watching, or I rewatched an episode of
Leftovers.
The Leftovers that I really enjoy.
What?
So it was a show on HBO. It only has 2 seasons, if I remember, 2 or 3.
2 or 3, yeah. 3. Because
It's about like the rapture happens,
Yeah,
right?
so-
And then there's a certain amount of people that are left behind.
yeah, so
I think there was a movie I watched in Christian school about that.
You don't want to be left behind.
it's a really interesting concept for a show. And I think that it was people didn't understand it, and then HBO kind of tried to figure out a way to get the audience back, right? So it kind of maybe diverted a little bit off of its original path. But so the concept is that, you know, what would happen to society if, for an unknown reason, 2% of the population across the world just disappeared?
2%? Not 2.
Well, think about it. So, like, you know, in season 1, episode 1, when this thing happens, there's just like a shopping cart full of groceries with a baby in a baby carriage next to an SUV with the trunk open, and the mother's gone. She just disappeared.
But the baby is still there?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
So she just disappears mid-act of grocery shopping, right? And just how people would react to that. So there's, you know, the people that saying, "Hey, this is the rapture," right? But then they start looking up who left, and it wasn't the people that should have been saved by the rapture. And then other people saying, "Well, why wasn't I taken? Like, I've been a good person," right? And then other people. So this like cult forms called the Guilty Remnant. And they're dressed in all white, and they smoke cigarettes, and they don't talk, right? And their thing is that they smoke to remember, right? But they just stand there trying to recruit people by just standing in a group, not saying anything.
And smoking cigarettes.
smoking
I mean,
cigarettes.
you can get a lot of people, right? You can get Bobby.
Used to.
So I say all that to say that this episode is probably my favorite single episode of a show that can be watched with minimal, like, you don't have to watch the whole
Okay,
whole
it's
series.
standalone.
Standalone.
So it's semi standalone. You need to know certain things, right? But the music is awesome. The storytelling is multi-layered, and it's kind of like a like it's already like a plot point thing.
There's a well of emotion.
It is a well. There is a well. So it's, you know, the main character has to die to go to the spirit world to fight somebody in the spirit world before he can come back.
Huh.
So it's like a very common theme throughout, you know, storytelling. So I watched it again, and I was like, that's fucking great.
Nice.
He showed me the punchline of it, and the punchline of it, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like without any
With no
connection or context.
Oh, okay.
You know, I just watching like the nut, so to speak, you know, like I was like, fuck, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. So it's called
Assassin?
International Assassin.
International.
It's season 2, episode 8, if anybody wants to just watch it. And the things that I just said are pretty much all you need to know. And the rest of it, they kind of explain. And really, the character doesn't really know what's going on anyway, right? Because he dies. He wakes up in the spirit world. So he's learning about what it is, too. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the only other note I have is a Bobby quote.
Which will lead me into my nerve week.
So I saved it for that. So Bobby Man said that was talking about the new Superman movie. And he said the dog added an entire point to the movie. And I said, that's a 1-point dog. Oh, and before that, sorry, that reminds me of this. Matt H. sent me a message yesterday because it was National Hot Dog Day. And he asked me if I was planning on having a hot dog. And I said, I keep them things on me.
All right, so let me get to mine. So I did watch Superman, the new theatrical film.
You
You get through it, but I fucking hate it.
You shouldn't.
you don't quit. You don't
can
quit
that one.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you gave it a C
yeah, I give it a C.
That's not bad.
I honestly, I give it a C plus
because of the dog.
because of the dog.
Well, take the dog away. What is it now?
D. No, it's probably a C minus.
That's a 1 point dog.
It's a 1 point dog. So here's the thing about it. It is objectively a good Superman story and movie. It's just that it's not my favorite approach to Superman, but it's a common approach to Superman. It's not bad. I want to express to everybody
it's not bad.
Yeah, and I didn't dislike it. I didn't dislike it at all.
But you didn't love it.
I didn't love it.
Yeah.
You know, so this is the notes that I wrote right out of the theater.
Okay.
It feels like a cartoon in live action,
Okay. Some people like that.
but not necessarily in a bad way.
Yeah.
It feels like a very pulpy Superman comic.
Okay.
It is very feel good, very optimistic, very hopeful. Without the dog, it would go down to a 6.
That's a 1 point dog.
It's a 1 point dog. Metropolis. This is spoilery. It doesn't need, but there's this. Without spoiling, there's a catastrophic thing that happens.
That requires Superman's attention.
Yeah, in some way, shape, or form. But by the end of it, it's all pretty much just undone. And I hate when that shit happens. When it's just like, here's this insane thing that happens, and then it's at the end. It's as if it never happened. It still happened, and there's still some consequence of it. But for the most part, it's like, okay, like
It's pretty true to comic, though.
can be. Though usually the ones I don't enjoy the most.
Yeah.
A lot of this stuff is true to the comic. It's just not the comic that I enjoy the most. Okay. I said I hate shit like that. The new DC film logo, I love.
Okay.
So it's a circle, not like a square.
Like a rounded square?
No, so it's a circle, right? And in the circle is Superman, the original comic book illustration of him, where he's like chained, and he's chained up, and he breaks out of the chains. You know, the comic book art breaks out of the chains, and the circle flips, and it's the DC logo on the other side. I'm like, sharp. That's sharp, because they've kind of struggled with the DC logo a bit, flipping back the D, so to speak, to make the C, and stupid. I like this. Whatever this is, I like this. Let's see. Yes, Lois is perfect. It's probably the most perfect Lois Lane ever captured in cinema. Point blank, period. Yeah. And okay. I hate one element of it. So Lex is brilliant, right? Genius, brilliant. I'm not crazy about him in this movie, by the way. The actor that plays him, his portrayal, he's my least favorite portrayal in the movie. Lois being my favorite, him being my least favorite.
Of all Lexes ever?
Of all Lexes ever, and of everybody in that movie, specifically. He's my least favorite Lex Luthor, and he's certainly my least favorite character in that movie, and not because he's a bad guy, just because I don't like the portrayal of him. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I was thinking back all the Lex Luthors that were been out there.
Yeah. So I mean, and I haven't seen them all. So the Lex in Smallville, I think, is solid.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman is, it's not the perfect Lex, but it's of its time.
Kevin Spacey.
Oh,
it's Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey. Even better. And then, Jesse Eisenborn is Alex. He's not Lex.
So you don't,
So I don't count him. And then what else is there? There's probably been others in Lois and Lane and all this other shit, but I've never seen those shows. He is brilliant, genius, understands quantum physics in ways that most humans could never, conceptualize, all these sorts of things. His entire scheme falls apart because his girlfriend's an idiot and takes selfies.
How far is that from the truth?
So,
How far is that from being feasible?
So having an idiot girlfriend when you're that level of success and power and smart and money, probably very, very common.
Yeah.
But also being dumb enough to let her take pictures in like super like confidential areas and top secret locations and blah blah blah. Probably not.
Unless you just don't pay attention to her.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
He pays attention to everything. You know, like so like that to me really that to me took it down like a point and a half off top because it's just
worse than the dog was good.
Yes. The dog the dog is the star of that movie. Let me say this also. This is the Superman movie that Warner Brothers has always wanted.
Okay. Good.
Undoubtedly.
Good for them. I guess.
You know, it feels Marvel-y, you know, in its approach. This is what Warner Brothers has wanted from day one. So I'm sure they're happy. People are going to fucking love this movie. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt about it. Like it has all the things, even down to the dog. Like like I don't mean this in a condescending way. Jana just had a conversation with me about this yesterday. She's like, when you say things like that, it sounds very condescending.
Like it's got water on it.
Yeah, kind of.
Like it's a wet take.
It preys on very base, almost lowest common denominator emotions and feelings in order to garner interest from an audience.
I don't think that's condescending. That's just true, and that's how a lot of things are marketed because that's the widest net you can cast.
Yeah.
And easiest net you can cast. Because we all have those base things.
But and most people aren't watching a movie to have a deep introspective conversation.
Yeah. It's fair. It's true.
You know,
it's true. So like, you know, I'm not against it. I'm along for the ride. It certainly is not something that like I would get a hot toy of or anything like that. Like it's like, you know, maybe an SH Fig Works. You know, it's just like, you know, it was a fine little Superman movie, you know, but I'm interested in it enough to see where the universe goes, you know. I do wish now, because Peacemaker does have a quick cameo moment in the movie.
I mean, it's tied in.
Yeah. So, but that's the thing, right? Is I do wish now for sure, with this movie kind of being successful in its own right, I do wish that there was a cleaner cut.
That's been the problem with DC, and it will continue to be because they're continually
Reset.
They're doubling down on the fact that some things tie in, some things don't. Figure it out.
Yeah.
And people just aren't. I don't care enough to try and figure out what's canon and what's not when you muddle shit like. Because
Peacemaker is in The Suicide Squad. He also has a show on HBO. He's in The Suicide Squad with Harley, and Agent Waller's probably in that. I haven't seen. Yeah, okay, she's in it. Both of them are in Suicide Squad, the Snyderverse Suicide Squad, as Waller and Harley, which ties to a Superman that's already established and everything else. So there's like this. There's this bleed over between a reset that's just like, man, I just wish there was cut all ties.
I mean, that was the always thing. Is like it's too convoluted, especially. They should just not. They should, if they're gonna go with individual movies, they should just go with that. You can't have both. Like you either have a bunch of individual movies or you have one contained universe. Otherwise, you're just gonna lose people in the sauce.
I think if this film is financially successful, you will not see a Sad Man Part 2. That's my prediction.
Oh, I tried to start watching
Sad Man.
But I started at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And
it's too late.
Immediately realized like
it's too late.
I'm gonna be asleep.
He's so very sad, dude.
He seemed very sad from the very beginning.
Very, very sad.
For like the moment you see him, you're like, oh, yeah. He's
sad. That makes him a sad bat. Okay. And then that's it, really. I don't think I've been doing anything else. Still working on this photo project. I found a folder. It's funny. I can probably access it, but I found a folder that had all my detention slips saved from Christian school.
You were only there for a year?
2
years. Okay. So how many slips?
8th and 9th. Oh, it was significant. It took a while to scan them all in. But they are like looking back on it. It's like, man, like you ain't changed a fucking lick. Like it's like disruptive comment made, goofing off, distracting other children.
That's the entire fucking premise of this show.
And imagine if they would give detention for that now.
Do they not? I don't even know.
I mean, maybe in a Christian school, but like in public school. I mean, like,
well, I don't think I got
you would just move your classroom. You could just change it from classroom 2 to detention and continue on.
Yeah. They would just remove me from the class in public school. Like I got sent to an office or I got sent to the resource room.
But I'm saying the whole class would just like,
right.
All right, everybody, we're going down to the principal's office. Like this person did this person did that.
But I found all those, and like some of it's cool. Like this journey that I'm on with this shit. I'm actually having Laura's parents over for dinner tonight. That I'm excited about to some degree. Wow. They're actually coming because I told you Jana is she's got to do all this stuff for like community service to graduate from high school and building a resume for college and all this stuff. So she has started volunteering at a firehouse and getting her EMT, and she just passed her national registry.
That's awesome.
So like I love that for her. And I'm trying to remember why I brought that up now. So they're coming for dinner to celebrate that achievement. But I am excited about it because I'm going to have them try to figure out dates of some of these older photos that I have on their side of the family.
Useful to you now.
Pragmatic.
Boy, do I have a task for you guys.
Yeah. But it's been interesting, and actually I've been in contact with my aunt a fair bit, who I don't usually talk to, not because I don't like her. I'm actually quite fond of her. It's just that like she wasn't really active in my life,
She's just like a relative, just to be a relative.
Yeah, and then she sent me a birthday card and all that shit every year.
But no real connection.
No, because a lot of times she was in Florida and this, that, and she's kind of a free spirit type of gal. I'm much more like her than my father, but she, in her later years, as she's like slowed down and settled down and everything else, like she's kind of really wanted to reconnect with me, but it's kind of like, well, now I'm in the throes of my own life, baby. Like I got my own thing going on, I can't
stop this train.
Yeah, I can't commit that to you, especially with you being out of state and everything else. So anyway, I have been hitting her up and saying like, look, I've got these pictures that I need information on. She's like,
I've got a task for you.
Yep. So I've been sending them through, and she's been like saying like, oh, that's so and so. This is probably around 78 because I can, so like at least we're like communicating in some way, which I think is nice for both of us in some regard. And I love her. I'm quite fond of her. It's just we never were,
close,
tight. Yeah. She always felt bad for me.
Identify these 10 people, and maybe we'll have a phone conversation. You should do tonight. Like, and if you guys are ready for the main course, I'll take your notes, please.
She like I think she felt sorry for me in my life because she knew what was going on with my mother.
Yeah.
And she knew like her father died when she was very young. My dad was 15. My dad kind of became the man of the house, and my dad rules the roost a certain way. So I think she felt sorry for me for having to live under that as well. And like, so she always, whenever she came in contact with me, she like showered me with like nurturing and care and like love, like hugs and, all that kind of stuff, which I didn't really have growing up, my mother, she never hugged me. So like, I'm quite fond of her. We're just not close, because she was just living her own life, but yeah, it's cool. It's a cool process that I'm going through. I am really, really enjoying it. I'm almost starting to worry now when it starts to close in.
What's next?
Yep. Story of my life. Okay, so that's it. Let's go into notes. We have Elmo listens to Kanye West, apparently.
That was
World of Sony Place.
That's amazing.
So for those that don't know, Elmo's Twitter account was hacked.
No, it's X.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Formerly known as Twitter.
I turned a bird to my ex like Elon did.
Oh, you didn't talk about that.
What's that?
Clipsmas.
Oh yeah, I had Merry Clipsmas. The clips that I played you the song.
Yeah.
They dropped their full length album. It is
Great.
It is a breath of fresh air.
I was listening to it this morning.
It's just so curated. Like everything matters on it. You know, like the sound matters, the delivery matters, the words matter. Like in a world where a lot of rap music is made sort of seemingly haphazardly and, you know, doesn't really matter. It's nice to listen to a project that's really, there's a vision, and it's I don't know. I've been listening to a number of interviews with them because I got a Bobby Boogie Bop coming up on them Saturday, but describe this album and the process of creating it and saying like, we were trying to capture a need for urgency. And I get that, you know?
So one of the song that I like the most is called "The Birds Don't Sing," and it's "The birds don't sing; they screech in pain."
Yes.
Yeah.
And then another interesting thing with Eclipse is somebody that you know very well got a shout out from them.
They did. So we're sitting around Saturday night, I think. And after a softball tournament where we lost to our fucking rivals again, dude, it is infuriating. Let me tell you, like, you know, I've told you about the bad sportsmanship that this team does.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. Okay, so like this is a tournament. I get it. It's states tournament. Like there's bragging rights that go along with it. But there's like no
And
money
trips.
on. Yeah,
They on trips.
there's no money on the fucking line. Like it's not. You know what I mean? There's no whatever. So they're playing this game. The game is to run, I think, 80 minutes in this specific tournament. Each game is 80 minutes. Now, if you start an inning before the 80-minute mark, the inning finishes, top and bottom.
Yeah.
So there's 4 minutes left on the clock. They call a timeout, go to the pitcher's mound, and tell the pitcher to throw balls, not strikes, to try to delay the 4 minutes.
They can throw 12 pitches.
Correct. And
Or they let the other team score a run.
and end the game so that they don't have to go into another inning
So
to give us a chance to play.
I'm super against that, but that's unfortunately I complain about this, but that's the norm. It's like in football when people take a knee or whatever the fuck at the end of a game to run the clock out. That's a normal.
Right.
People tell me it's quote unquote strategy. I'm like, yeah, but it's shitty.
Yeah, so that's my thing. Is it, like
You don't do that.
that's my thing. But
Yeah.
also, at least in the professional world, there's money on the line. There's fucking like I can do some mental gymnastics for that one.
But that's
these
your
are
role model.
Sure, but these are 12-year-old girls, you know, and you're teaching them
To cut corners.
to cut corners to win.
Yeah.
You know, and
I agree with. I 100% agree.
and why
with
you say like that's the norm, like it might be the norm in professional sports, but I
mean, it trickles down, right? It's
sure.
the same-
But what
yeah.
I'm saying is I would go to a number of these games.
Yeah.
They're the only team that does it. The only one.
And it'd be better if they just said, you know what, every game is 3 full innings.
So we got wind. Yeah, I agree. So we got wind of it because this pitcher was on the money. And then all of a sudden, like the next 2 pitches are wild ass balls, you know, so to speak. And so we called a timeout and told our batter, swing at everything.
Yeah, strike out.
And she struck out. We got to go into the 3rd inning. Still lost.
But still,
And we had a fight, and we fought.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
did fight coming back.
You got a chance to fight.
Yeah, and we'd had a chance,
Yeah.
and then we fought.
Yeah.
Like we got close. I think it ended like 8-6 or something. And we were down. I think it was 8-4 when we went into it. So we came up to. We were, you know, it was like. So anyway, coming back from that.
Yeah.
Sitting on my couch, hanging out, you know, the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. But Selena had a hell of a game, so we're still celebrating her performance. We're playing the Clips just because everybody in my house is playing the Clips right now. And Jana fucking bought a T-shirt. Like she pre-ordered the CD that came with a T-shirt.
Wow.
So
Father's daughter.
Well, yes, but it's now it's like a bundle thing. It's like I think
It's
Taylor
been a bundle
Swift.
thing.
But Taylor Swift I think is the one that started it. Where it's like you sell the merch.
Yeah.
The merch comes with the CD. Now it's a record sale.
Yeah.
Right.
You know. But anyway, so she really wanted the shirt, is what she wanted. So, but she was like wearing a Clip shirt the other day. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't even have a Clip shirt. So we're listening to it. It's on, and I'm watching Leia recite an entire verse.
Yes.
And I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, give me your phone to Laura. And she gave it to me, and I ran the song back, and I recorded it on her phone, sent it to me, and then cut like a good 20 seconds of it. And then I put it up, and I tagged Clips, and I tagged Malice, who's like one of the members. I tried to tag Push, who's the other member, but he doesn't allow it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Malice like reposted it, you know, and was like, train them up young or whatever,
Yep.
like, you know, and you know, it's cool, and it's happened to Leia a few times, but it's cool when these guys are like, you know, not too good to celebrate
Interact,
something like
yeah.
that, you know. And then, you know, they're from Virginia, so there's a little bit of, you know, it's not Maryland, but it's a little
It's DC metro area.
but mid-Atlantic,
Tri-state.
a little, you know, but we don't have a whole lot. We don't have a whole lot, you know, to in that game. So it's nice that they're being celebrated this way, and with something that deserves some celebration.
What's the only thing you can do in Virginia?
You don't have to get a car insurance or something like that.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
it's a line from one of their songs on that album.
Oh, sell crack or
Bag it up and sell it or something like that.
yeah. You know, and so anyway, I'm excited to do Bye Boogie Bop on their careers, and
You don't think it's a little too early? They might have.
they might, but
You do part two.
I hope,
You
but
can do more later.
but they have had. I mean, they've been around since 1999, 2000. You know, so it's like there's a lot to cover already.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm loving the album. I've had the bonus in many ways of this year of having two great albums. I love the Clips, Let God Sort 'Em Out, and I love Sleep Tokens, Even in Arcadia. Like those are two really, really good projects this year.
My sister brought up Sleep Token last weekend.
Oh, really?
And I was surprised that she was like, oh, like I found this new band and I really like them. And it's like, oh, what is it? She's like, Sleep Token. I'm like,
I mean, they're starting to.
God
Yeah,
damn,
they're everywhere now.
got all the way down to you too.
yeah. So Elmo listens to Kanye. So the Twitter account was hacked, the X account was hacked, and people start posting a bunch of anti-Semitic stuff under Elmo's. I mean, like, you know, obviously it's a troll move and blah, blah, blah. I just wish they would have wrote it more in Elmo's style.
Yeah.
You know?
So you can read it in Elmo's voice.
Yeah. You know?
But I don't know, if you would have written it in Elmo style, you wouldn't have gotten my favorite retort,
Which was what?
which is like somebody like retweeted it or posted it and replied saying like, you know, if I find out who hacked this account, ... and it came back with like Ninja Police. Like, what are you going to do about it? It's like, am I reading that correctly? The Elmo account just said that.
I love. There's like that meme. It pops up once in a while in my feed because it's like Elmo sitting on a bench with two guys, and he's like, so even if it's in one of Elmo's favorite songs, Elmo can't sing along. You know, but yeah, it's just good. You know, it's crazy. That's a crazy world we live in. But it's also there's a commentary I could go into on that because it hasn't received a whole ton of outrage or anything. On perhaps why, but
I mean, no one believes that. That's what Elmo said.
Right? No.
Not that Elmo would say anything.
No, of course.
It's wild. I mean, it's wild to begin with. We live in a world where if Elmo has a fucking official fucking X page, do you know what I mean? That in itself is already fucking out there.
But I kind of agreed on a couple of things, like release the files.
Yeah. But that's the problem. Like you send mixed messages when you put things that people can agree on with egregious things that people can't agree on. Then you can't take you seriously.
I mean,
you gotta be. I think you gotta play one or the other.
so I saw this article the other day that like the number of people that are unaware of the stuff that is happening like in the news right now,
Yeah.
because they get their information from very particular sources. So as soon as they stop covering it, like this doesn't exist.
But how
So,
though?
but-
Yeah.
Because like everyone has social media. Everyone has a feed. How are you
that
in
feed
such
is curated for
Curated
most
for
people to
to just super echo chamber? Like how though?
100%.
The algorithm will
100%.
throw random shit in there.
No.
not when you're so passionately into one side. I think that like
Really?
Yeah.
I just can't imagine where a world where a feed is that fucking focused.
Yeah, but this thing was going about...
That's a beautiful thing about you and me and most normal people. But
that there's a certain percentage, and it's not small, that have no idea what is happening until things like the Elmo account, until things like the other influencers that were typically in their echo chamber are now speaking out against it.
And now they're having to write them off.
Yeah,
some of them.
But that's like that. I mean, that's the curse of being on the one. Being extreme.
Agreed.
Like you always end up cutting out more and more people until like you're by yourself.
But
blood in, blood out.
That's the point of the extreme.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's also the beauty of it because they end up being fucking a cult.
Yeah.
Right.
They start out big, but they cut themselves down to where they become irrelevant because there's nobody left in there. Yeah. So good. Self-destruct. Go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, good fun. Elmo. Then we have the Red Sonja trailer.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay, I wanted to care.
I wanted to also.
When I saw the announcement, I was I want to care about this, and then I saw the trailer, and I'm like, I don't.
I'm not big into redheads.
I think this
really?
might.
My mother's a redhead.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay.
This might sound shallow.
Maybe that's why I'm not into Asian chicks.
So like,
because your mother's Asian. I mean, I guess you could like take it further. Like, gay guys aren't into women because their mothers are women.
Yeah. So so, like, this might sound awful of me, male pig, I guess, but like, when you think of Red Sonja, what do you think of?
Scantily clad, voluptuous lady.
Okay, me too.
Big, just Dami Mommy.
Big tits, big thighs,
tall,
lots of skin. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I just don't.
I'm in now.
Have you not? Do you know what Red Sonja looks like in the comic books?
No,
I just don't
look at her up real quick.
I just don't look up Michael Turner.
Oh, well, Michael Turner, anything.
Michael Turner, Red Sonja. It's a great piece too. But
yeah, she is.
I just don't know if it's sexy enough.
Yeah,
to get my attention.
Yeah,
because my attention with this specific franchise is based
on the male gaze,
on the
so to speak,
on the sexiness.
Gaze with a Z, not with a Y.
Now it doesn't mean that there's not good shit behind that.
Yeah,
like you take Witchblade, right?
Yeah,
Witchblade's the same thing.
Yeah, great story though.
Love Witchblade. Correct, but it's the attraction to the female presentation that gets you in the door to then check out and you're like, oh, this is actually good. Also,
that is literally human relationships.
I just got finished saying that this morning.
Kind of, but she gets better. There's other ones too.
Yeah, that's not the one I was talking about, but there's.
Yeah. When people are like, "Oh, you shouldn't just look, you should be physically attracted," I'm like, "Bro, that's how
we've survived."
You start with the physical attraction, and then you get to know the person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Then you get to know the person.
As a brunette.
You don't like fucking just have blank profiles where you talk to the person and then you find out what they look like. That's not how it works. And you approach people because you think they're attractive.
And that's why I was just having this conversation with Jaina this morning. That's why the laws of attraction are different for men and women. Like when men see a female form or whatever, a physical attraction that way, they're attracted to that and they want to fuck it.
Yeah.
And that's why the male form for women is so much, in my opinion, drastically more diverse of attraction, because sometimes it's like, oh, that motherfucker could kill a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, or that motherfucker's fast. He can help get us out of here.
Or he's really good at coding.
But anyway.
But yeah, so I can understand why you don't want to make it super sexualized in the media, because then like it will be written off immediately as something not to be taken seriously, even if it was. Even if it's a great deep story, if she was how she's traditionally portrayed, it might be automatically written off.
I say try it.
Oh, I know. They could just have Gal Gadot play her.
She's not.
I'd be in.
I mean,
I wouldn't be out.
I mean, those are answers, but like that, yeah.
But I think this girl,
prime, maybe like a 10, 15 years ago, Scarlett Johansson, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think this young lady's attractive.
Yeah, but it's just not that what you think, what you imagine in your head.
Yeah.
But I imagine also most people don't know who Red Sonja is.
Yes, true. So the future of the gun-verse, so to speak, the DC universe with the new Superman, this is what they have lined up so far in television.
Yeah, super convoluted.
Yep. Peacemaker Season 2. The Lanterns, which follows Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Waller, and let me say this. I don't believe most of this shit's going to get made, by the way.
Yeah, nowadays, like, everything just got announced. Marvel was the same way.
Yep. Which is centered around Amanda Waller, the person who did Suicide Squad, that put together Suicide Squad. Paradise Lost, exploring the dark history and political intrigue of the Amazons. Like, that sounds interesting to me, but this is one that I don't think is going to get made. Booster Gold, which could be funny. So that one actually might get made.
They have Blue Beetle.
It's
right?
So I don't know if he's in this one or the other one, or if he's in both. I don't know.
In the article, it said it was just based on that character.
So Blue Beetle movie is dog shit.
Most people forgot about it.
But I don't know. I can't remember. I've only seen it once. It was really, really awful. But I can't remember if it ties to any other thing solidly. It probably does, but I can't call it. Live action comedy series focused on the cult favorite hero Booster Gold is in active development, so they say.
Active development. I mean, someone mentioned it in a meeting
there's
once.
Blue Beetle right there. So an animated series centered around Jamie Ray's The Blue Beetle is officially in development for Max. Says, while that movie is not canon to the new DCU. Okay. Gunn has confirmed that actor version of the character is the first official hero of his new universe. Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, as I was trying to read it, I was like, I don't know who
AI wrote it.
people are.
The project will continue the story of the character introduced in the 2023 film.
But the film itself is...
film itself.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like, they're
stupid.
making this shit so fucking
Agreed.
convoluted. I'm mentally exhausted just trying to think about it. I'm not going to fucking think about it.
Creature Commandos, the animated series, season 2.
Easiest way they could have done it is just if you want to make TV its own thing and fucking movies its own thing, and then just have them separate. That's easy enough distinction, right? For people to I'm going to go to movies and watch this, and I'm going to be home to watch this.
Yeah. An adult animated series based on Mr. Miracle, or a new, from New Gods. That probably is not going to be. But I'd be in for a movie about it, and that's all they got. So I don't know. It's an odd lineup for television, but all I guess more television properties, with the exception of the Lanterns. Like I do need some Lanterns in my life. Like
some good ones.
Some good ones.
Yeah. Not like that green bastard.
Yeah, so
The yellow one. Give me yellow ones.
Yeah.
On the red ones.
Yeah. So the
one orange one. The orange one is interesting.
He's great.
Yes.
Snarlax or whatever his name is.
Snorlax is a Pokemon, my guy.
But it's something like that. His name is something like that.
Snarflax.
So that
That's He-Man.
Each lantern has it covers like the emotional spectrum.
Oh, it's a spectrum, isn't it?
So like
Everything's a spectrum.
So yellow is fear, and
or cowardice.
Green is hope.
I thought it was willpower.
Or willpower. It is willpower. You're right. Blue is hope.
Yes, blue is hope.
Red is rage, etc., etc.
Always angry all the time.
Orange is avarice.
It's a green.
And there's only
avarice.
Yeah, that's a big word for Bobby.
Average power.
And there's only one of them, and he keeps it all to himself.
Yes. It's fucking great. I love that concept.
Okay, so by the way, Guy Gardner in the Superman movie, when we walked out of there, my wife was like, I fucking hate that guy. And I was like, okay, that was a successful portrayal.
You're supposed to. You're supposed to hate that guy.
Yeah. Okay, and then Dean Cain acting up again. This is no new news necessarily, but every time there's like a Superman thing that gets popular and Dean Cain is not the Superman that's popular
from 30 years ago,
Dean Cain's got something to say about it.
Yeah, and his take on this is just
stupid,
fucking horrible.
Yeah,
like.
So he's upset with that. He's saying that the new Superman movie is woke because it tackles immigration, and like the story of Superman is an immigrant story first and foremost. It's arguably the quintessential immigrant story.
It couldn't be anything but. He's not from the planet.
Yeah.
He couldn't be more alien
here and then becomes integrated into society.
Yeah.
How could you be
upset with that? Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be honest with you. and I don't view the movie through this lens. But if you wanted to view this movie as being part of a woke thing, there's a far bigger plot point in it that's right in your face that you could look to that way. That has to do with two countries and one not recognizing the sovereignty of another, and there's a much more flagrant, But and even that, I don't think is meant. I think it ties more to the immigrant side of things than to the real world political side of things.
So the existence of Superman Red Son, makes it an immigrant story. Because he could have gone somewhere else.
Yeah. And he could have landed anywhere. I mean, a different person.
Yeah. I mean, it's and what's also like the general side of like how people view wokeness or whatever is like kind of like anti-American in some way, and like the Superman story is not anti-American in any way. Like it's saying it's about the immigration element, and then it's saying that these like. That he wouldn't be who he is without these like salt of the earth people that raised him with these
good Red Son.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
it's the proof there that that's what it was meant to be.
He also had a take. I was reading through that article on reminding me of the Snyder Superman. That was some bullshit too. It wasn't enough humor or romance.
Oh.
And
because of it, always talk about.
And I was like, Dean Cain, pack it up. Pack it up. That's the exact shit I'm trying to get out of.
You should have packed that shit up 30 years ago.
Yeah. And then we have one question, but if you'd like to send one in,
you can email us at nerdrageradiomail@gmail.com.
And this is from Gorlax. He says, in response to the injured horse question, walk away. Were you here for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Walk away. As a rancher, if you don't have the gear, you're just going to make it worse. I had a cow with a broken leg, and she beat the shit out of me. A branch is a shit thing until it's cured. I don't know. And horse skulls...
The wood to be cured.
Oh, okay. And horse skulls are thick.
Yeah.
You have a 99% chance of making it worse.
Yeah, just beating the shit out of a dying horse.
This is how it's done on a ranch. Assessment of injury. Can I fix? Can vet fix? Give him a shot of ACE, a common livestock painkiller. Pick out the revolver and shoot him. Cry while you make it. Cry while you wait to make sure it's clean. Don't hit them with a branch. That's going to hurt them more than help. It's not hypothetical. I will not risk my life if all I have is a branch. I have been in that situation before, and if you've got no gear, you walk away.
I have the right answer then.
Yeah. Fair enough, Gorlax. Thanks.
I try to beat it with my own hands.
Beat a dead horse.
Just to say I killed a horse with my bare hands.
I beat that dead horse.
Yeah, and I'm just making sure that we don't have anything else. That's it.
Nice.
So shout out to Chris. Hopefully he'll be able to make it next week and catch us up on what's been going on with him.
Which airport and which hotel room has been.
Yeah. Shout out to Dante on Facebook. Shout out to Phil on our notes. I seen Phil doing some freaky shit in his stories recently, sharing all these girls' cosplays and telling them how great they are.
Another day in Phil's life.
Yeah. You gotta love it. Freaky little Phil. And I think that's it. So with that,
flappy labias,
moist eyes,
tight dick player.